Elaine Thompson Herah, the sole Jamaican and only person of color nominated for BBC Sports Personality of the Year award. Welcome back to the channel, people. Welcome back to the channel. If this is your first time here, I want to say thank you for making it Peter Lloyd World. Now go ahead, please hit that subscribe button so we can continue to grow. We are so close to our goal, and it's because of people like yourselves. Now when you hit the subscribe button, please go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next video drops. Also, if you enjoy our content, please hit the like button. The algorithms on YouTube absolutely love the engagement, so go ahead, please hit that like button. And finally, please leave a comment. I'd love to know your thoughts. So are you ready to discuss the fact that Jamaica's Elaine Thompson Herah is the only Jamaican and the only person of color nominated for this very, very prestigious Sports Personality of the Year award? Are you ready? Yep, good to go. Elaine Thompson Herah has had arguably the greatest living season in the history of women's sprints. Thompson Herah, as you know, has had such a remarkable year that already people are referring to her as the GOAT. And if you don't know what that means, it means greatest of all time. In 2021, Herah came back from losing the national trials in Jamaica to dominate the sprint world. Now, the BBC's award ceremony, known as the Personality of the Year Award, was created by Paul Fox. Fox thought of the idea while he was editor of the magazine show Sportsview. The first award ceremony took place in 1954 as part of Sportsview and was presented to Peter Dimmock. Sorry. Now, the BBC Sports Personality of the Year Award is the main award by the BBC Sports Personality of the Year ceremony, which takes place each December. The winner is the sports person judged by a public vote to have achieved the most that year. The recipient must either be British or reside and play a significant amount of their sport in the United Kingdom. The winner is selected from a predetermined shortlist. The most recent awardee, winner of the award, that's in 2022, is a Formula One driver, Lewis Hamilton. And those of you who are in the know about Formula One should know who Lewis Hamilton is. So Elaine Thompson Herah is this year nominated for this very, very prestigious award. And what I found interesting this year is that she's the only Jamaican nominated. And as you can see from the picture, the only person of color nominated. Now, I'm not attempting to cast aspersions on the highly reputable and respected BBC Radio 1. I just found it interesting because that's a little different this year from most years. But as I was saying, I thought you needed to get a backdrop as to what the BBC Personality of the Year Award is. Now, Thompson Herah, of course, being the only black entrant against a stacked field of world-class athletes. And I mean, these athletes are some of the very best of the best. Her fellow nominees include Novak Djokovic, the renowned tennis star who won 3 Grand Slam titles, including the Australian, French Open, as well as Wimbledon. This makes him, along with people like Roger Federer and Ralph Nader. So along with these 3 men, he is one of the only 3 men in history to have won 20 Grand Slam titles, which is a pretty big deal. Djokovic is a very renowned tennis superstar. Also nominated, if you're into American football, is Tampa Bay Buccaneers quarterback Tom Brady, who is also very, very well known. Brady, of course, is a legend in the USA in terms of American football. People may not know much about American football, but we know the word Tom Brady, so he must be very, very popular. I think, based on my research, he's won 7 Super Bowl titles. He won his seventh, I think, in February. Also nominated is Rachel Blackmore, who became the first. Yeah, she became the first female jockey to win the Grand National back in April. And then there's Max Verstappen. I hope I pronounced that gentleman's name, who won 9 Formula One races. Then, of course, there's Mexico's Saul Alvarez, who is a boxer who has won titles in 4 weight classes. Is also among the nominees. Alvarez became the first undisputed super middleweight champion in boxing history. So, our Elaine Thompson Herah, the sole Jamaican and only person of color nominated, is in, I would say she's in great company. But of course, I want her to win. I think most of the persons who would come to this channel would want her to win also. All these persons are amazing and great overachievers. I have to concede that. But I still believe, of course, that our very own Elaine Thompson Herah should be the person. All right, okay. I'm generally very balanced in my commentary, but I mean, people listen to what I'm saying to you. This year, Elaine Thompson Herah, she did this. She ran 10.54 to come closest to Flojo's world record at the Prefontaine Classic in Oregon, Eugene, Oregon. Coming closest, becoming the second fastest woman in history. She recently won the World Athletics Female Athlete of the Year award. Early this year at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics, we saw her do this, break a 33-year-old Olympic 100-meter world record, winning in a time of 10.61, then the fastest time in the world this year. And also, establishing the fact that she had defended her 100-meter title from Rio in 2016, which is a phenomenal feat within itself. Just defending that title and the 100-meter title at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. That's what I'm referring to. And breaking Flojo's 33-year-old Olympic 100-meter record was phenomenal. But then she went on to do this. She defended her 200-meter title and ran the second fastest 200-meter in recorded history, 10.53, and became the first woman to do the double-double and defend her title. Early this year, she also won the AW International Female Athlete of the Year on December 1st and 3rd, respectively. And then last month in November, of course, she won the NACAC Female Athlete of the Year. So she's on a heck of a roll. And she's just had a phenomenal kind of year. Now, in 2019, BBC had 2 Jamaicans nominated for this title. One, of course, is Dina Asher Smith. As I've said to you many times, her father is Jamaican. That makes her Jamaican. Both her father and mother are Jamaican. But she was born in England, but she's still considered Jamaican. She was nominated. And then footballer Raheem Sterling. If you're a Man City fan, you would know Raheem Sterling, who was born in Jamaica and whose mom and dad are Jamaicans. I mean, I couldn't find any pictures of Raheem's father, but I did find a picture of his beautiful and amazing mom. So so that's why and on several other occasions, Jamaicans have been nominated for the award. So I thought that maybe they would have had at least one other Jamaican, and I could think of Shelley Ann Fraser-Price, who I think is also deserving of a nomination. But that's just my personal opinion, people. It doesn't make it correct. Sterling's mother's name is Nadine Sterling, and so what I'm saying to you is, this year is a little unusual because in many other years we have had several Jamaicans nominated and several persons of color. And I am not attempting to even state that the BBC, there's no color issue here. I think they have an amazing track record where this is concerned. I should also tell you that Usain Bolt, our very own Usain Bolt, has won that award on 3 separate occasions. So there is no issue in terms of color. I was not trying to highlight that. I just wanted to point out the fact that this year is a little unusual because she's the only person of color nominated, and certainly the only Jamaican. And anyway, but she has had an amazing year. You know that recently she was awarded the Order of Distinction in Jamaica by the Jamaican government and People Commander class. She's had an amazing year. I think the only award that she should have won, I'm going to state this publicly, that she was not given is the Olympic Committee Award, which they gave to this young lady from Canada. Big up to her. But I believe double breaking an Olympic record, 3 gold medals trumps a bronze, a silver, and a gold. I still don't understand the reasoning behind that, but they must know. It's for them award. I'm sorry, I got too Jamaican. They must know why they made that decision, because it's their award. It's not ours. So they can do what they wish to do with it. But I still think their decision was flawed and somewhat senseless. Hey, that's just my opinion. So Elaine Thompson Herah is having a phenomenal year. Now, as I stated, this is something that you vote for. So if you are a supporter, a fan of Elaine Thompson Herah, a yardie, you want to see her win, there are about 6 million of us across the world, go vote for her. As far as I am aware, the award will be handed out on December the 19th. I think it's December the 19th, so we don't have a lot of time. So go to BBC and look up for BBC Personality of the Year Award and vote for the Queen, the GOAT, Elaine Thompson Herah. Look, people, what she's achieved this year is just phenomenal. I had one of my subscribers challenge me, and I always love when you guys do that, and said that he thought Flojo still has had the greatest season in history. And I understand what he's saying, but Flojo didn't do a double-double. That didn't occur. So, I mean, I think just on that merit, she's disqualified from having had the greatest season in history. I know that she broke 2 world records within that season, but I think if you put both things together, I still would give the edge to Elaine Thompson Herah. But he presented brilliant arguments. So there you have it, Elaine Thompson Herah, the sole Jamaican and only person of color nominated this year for the BBC Sports Personality of the Year Award. And I want her to continue that tradition of Jamaicans winning this award. We know that Usain Bolt has won it 3 times. And I believe that as much as all the other nominees are phenomenal, and they're actually phenomenal, and I did some research, I still think Elaine Thompson Herah deserves to win this award simply because of how phenomenal her accomplishment has been this year. So guys, go out and vote for the BBC Sports Personality of the Year Award. Big up. Oh, also, please remember to subscribe to the channel. When you subscribe, wonderful people, kings and queens, go in and hit the notification bell so you know when the next amazing video drops. And we do that once a day, every day here on Peter Lloyd World. Also, please hit that like button. YouTube's algorithms absolutely love the engagement, and plus there's no more dislike button, so we need the engagement. Hit that like button, and it's perfectly free to hit the like button, people. And finally, please leave a comment. I really want to know what you think. Do you think she deserves to win this award? And we have to be honest, the other awardees are phenomenal. Have to be straight up about that, people, but I still think she has the edge in terms of what she achieved in this one season. Remember what I always say to you. You are kings and you are queens. You are greatness personified. Even when it is rough and it's hard, believe in yourself. Avoid negative people, negative thoughts. And as always, bless up.